Good morning. Good morning. It's time to start our day. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you and you and you and you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You can feel me on fast forward. We're getting a little bit of a late start and we are ready to rock and roll. We are definitely going to be using our chair today, our chair. So go ahead and grab a chair if you have one. If you don't have one, you can always use a wall space. We'll do it like that. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, you could even sit in your chair. I'm going to sit in my chair. As always, when we sit in the chair, we want to have the knees right over those ankles. Right over those ankles. And if you're on the floor, then you can feel comfy there too. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. And we're going to bring our attention to the neck. We were talking about our neck. Bring your attention to the neck. What's happening on the left side? What's happening on the right? Where's your tongue? Where are you clenching? Go on up to the roof of your mouth now, please, with your mind's attention. So let's imagine where the eyes and the ears and the nose meet, right in the center of your head, where the eyes and the ears and the nose meet. The top of the neck here. And taking that awareness from the roof of your mouth down through the spine of your neck, all the way to the heart center. So we're imagining the area at the roof of your mouth down to your heart. How does it feel on the left? How does it feel on the right? How does it feel on the front? How does it feel on the back? Okay. On this last minute now, go ahead and settle in what brings you to the mat. Why are you here today? What are you needing or wanting? We talk about the physical healing, mental, sometimes emotional, sometimes even spiritual. What brings you here? In the inner circle this week, we're talking about the gratitude of free will, right? You have free will to pull the mind wherever you want it to go. So we're pulling the mind right now to calibrating how I want to show up in this hour. So we're going to start to boil it into a 1 or 2 or 3 word phrase. When you have it, let's come into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, thumbs against your heart. Repeat it to yourself a couple of times. What brings you to the mat? And then when you're ready, bow the chin to your chest, open your eyes, see your cute little fingers. and then we will release. So if you're not in your chair yet, go ahead and get in your chair, or you could do this on the ground. We're going to sit on our right hand and we're just going to lean away. Challenge yourself to keep the ribs and the shoulders where they are, but the head is tilting, maybe even taking your hand and holding it there. So we're not pulling, of course, we're just weighting it down. Notice that neck. Two more big breaths. And come on back up. We're going to switch a ruby, sit on that left hand, drop the right ear. Maybe taking that arm up again. Two more deep breaths. And very nice. Come on up. Go ahead and sit on the edge of your chair here. We are going to get to flow here. We're just taking some time to play. Go ahead and grab whatever you can reach. Maybe it's the back of the seat. Maybe it's the lip of the chair, whatever variation here. And we're just going to drop our chin up to the sky or down to the chest. But see the big back bend that we have happening here. And back and forth, just moving that neck, chin to throat, chin to sky. If this aggravates your neck, then obviously you're not going to do it. About 4 more times. Two. Right at the roof of your mouth. And 1. Come on back to neutral. So we're going to just let our head teeter-totter like a little bit of a bobblehead. Just teeter, teeter, teeter-totter. Maybe a little nod, maybe a shake of the head. Just noticing how tight or stiff or dry it feels. 3 more. Beautiful. When you are ready, come back to your neutral, reset the intention without hands. We're going to come on up. Now, we talked about using the chair today. I'm going to show you a sun salute with the chair, and then maybe you'll use the chair today. Maybe you'll decide you want to do it without, but let's use it on this first round. Okay. Moving prayer here. Moving prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the outside lip of the chair. Inhale, halfway up. Nice flat back. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhale, step it back to a downward facing dog. Ears in line with the shoulders. Inhale, push up position. Nice flying plank here. Feel that action. Exhale, maybe you'll tip it down a little bit and then back up to your downward dog. Pull the chair apart. Feel yourself pulling that lip of the chair apart. And beautiful. Walking forward, forward, forward. Root to rise. Inhale, sweeping our arms up. Exhale, right back down to center. Number 2, with the chair again if you'd like, or without. Okay, here we go. 2 more deep breaths. And then one more round on whatever variation you're doing. Again, this is you meeting yourself on the mat. One more time here. We're all going to meet in downward facing dog, please. Either grab the sides of your mat or the sides of the chair if you're using it and pull them apart. Feel what's happening in the neck stem when you do that. Two more big breaths. And root to rise, walk or jump your feet up. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up, all the way up. And exhale, coming down, down, down. Beautiful. We're going to take our chair again. You're going to position it so it's about a leg away, okay? But you don't want to be turning your hips, right? You don't want to be turning them. So the leg is going to come straight out, okay? Left leg is forward, knees directly facing that chair. Big inhale, arms up. Exhale, a foot on the chair, lean forward into like a lunge. If this feels too strenuous for your back calf, you can lift that knee, lift the heel up or not. Push back, 1. Exhale into that lunge again, 2, feeling that big lunge, and exhale, 3 more. 3. And 4. Here comes a big one. Ready? Maybe watch me first. We're going to go in. The knee is going to stay above the ankle this time instead of going over, and maybe even bringing your hand to the chair. Some of you can take that heel up or keep the heel down, and we're going to add a big dynamic twist. So finding your way now, knee right above the ankle, and big dynamic twist. Two. All right, come on out of that. Now, scoochy that leg forward here, and we're going to turn to like a variation of tree pose. That knee is still sitting over the ankle. We've got this big, powerful kickstand on, okay? Inhale, reaching your arms up, interlace your fingers, and find this action. The knee is pointing to the second, third toe. You can see that big toe. Engage this kickstand. Stay here if you're playing or working deeper, finding your Vrikshasana here, your tree. Two more deep breaths. Okay, go ahead and put the foot back there if you haven't already, if you've lost it. And now we're going to take the inner elbow, grab a hold of this chair. So I'm clipping my elbow and knee together. I'm having a little conversation. And then I'm going to reach up and hold. From the outer ankle, outer knee, outer hip, hold. Big stretch there. Softness in the toes. Again, elbow and knee are having a little conversation, nice and turning on that inner groin. Two. And beautiful soft bend. Come on up, come on up, come on up. We're going to turn back to the chair, readjust, and vinyasa. You can use your chair or not. And second side, left leg up. Going in and out of our lunge 5 times. Reaching forward, that's 1, and pushing back. And 2. No rush. 3. And 4. And knee right above the ankle, right hand down now, finding that nice big lunge here. Reach, squeeze, 8 breaths. Three, 2. How's that feeling? See if you can use this right now. Ring it out. 1 more. Good. And now walk your foot forward, being careful with the smushing of the foot, right? You want to line it up. We're going to go back to this opening here. Can you see your big toe? Can you activate that kickstand? Stay there, or some of you, full Vrikshasana here, 8 breaths. One more deep breath. Putting that foot back in the chair if that's what you were doing. Clip that inner knee, really have that conversation. And again, finding that side body opening. Let the head go. Big breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready to come on up again, finding a vinyasa. You can vinyasa with your chair. You can have no chair, whatever variation you're doing here. And downward facing dog. Really see if you can releasing that head, releasing the neck. 2 more deep breaths. And root to rise, root to rise, root to rise. Come all the way up. And exhale, exhale, exhale. Come on down. Grab your blocks. We're going to take our blocks right now and we're going to use them on the highest level. Okay. On the highest level. You could also be doing this on the chair, right? You could stay on the chair and do the same thing we were doing. Going a little bit further, we're going to have the blocks at their highest level, right? We can turn them over, their highest level. And I'm going to put my thigh bones on the blocks. Here's what's going to happen for some of you. You're going to keep having them knock over and like, I can't get it up there. Like you're going to have that action. If that's happening for you, I want you to go up into down dog, look and see where the position is, and then lower down right here with the thighs on those blocks. Okay, watch me for a moment. We're doing yoga push-ups, which means the elbows are going to go right alongside the ribs. They're not going out to the sides. Can you touch your nose or your forehead? 10. I'm going to let you get started. Come on in. 9. If this is not happening for you today, again, you're on the chair or you're pretending. Three more. 2, When you're ready, downward facing dog. Good. Second round. Here we go. Push up position. Last round. 10, 9, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Child's pose or downward dog. Beautiful. All right, we're going to walk forward again. You can use your blocks or the chair. I'm going to demonstrate with the chair, but if you're feeling like you want to be more dynamic, the blocks work really nicely too. We're looking at the stamina of the standing leg, right? Like, how can I line this up? So come back here for a moment. We're just going to do a little bit of series on the hips, 90-degree angle with the body. So notice I'm not in down dog with my ears in line with the arms. I'm in a 90-degree angle. So this is downward dog tipped over. Drag your left leg up. Nice flat back. Kiss the heel and pull it up. 10. Watch the standing leg. 9. There's going to be a big challenge coming. Are you ready? 8. That's really focusing on that right leg. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Hold it up there. Now take it behind the other leg for Gomukhasana. You're going to, I'm sorry, Garudasana, eagle pose. You're going to bend the knees, maybe come off that chair and hold. Working deeper. If your right leg is on top, you're going to put the left arm on top. If you're not working that level, you can always keep your hands there on your hips. Squeezing. 3 more. 2. And beautiful. Go ahead, take yourself back over there, and we're just going to switch, wash it away, wash it away. Second side, here we go. Right leg up. And 1, 2. And back behind the other foot. Again, coming up. If this suits you, you could always take that left arm, that left leg over, the right arm over, and holding 5 to 8 breaths. Feeling that kickstand again. Feeling the strength. You have free will how to turn your mind. What do you want to think about right now? How do you want to think about it? You got that choice. 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. And release. Very nice. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. If you have a chair, we're going to use it in just a bit, but I'd like you to have a bolster nearby. And if you don't have these things, I'm going to say probably not going to be able to do what I'm suggesting, but you'll do some variation. So we'll have this, and we'll have 2 blocks, maybe a blanket. Okay. So have that nearby. Until then, though, we're going to do a little bit of abdominal work. So let's take our time to come over onto our back. If you wanted to take your legs in the chair here, you could totally do that as we work. Interlace your hands underneath your head. Maybe you'll take your legs in the sky and we're going to do little pulses. Come on up. Holding here. 10, 9. Head is heavy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Again. 10, 9, 8. You could even drop one leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest. Switch legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Last one, both feet in the air. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pause. Where do you feel that? What part of the abdominals feel like you're getting there? Okay. Second series now, we're going to take the feet to the floor. Bicycle ride. Pick up your head and shoulders. You're either doing the heel taps or you're doing the bike ride. Here we go. And 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Keep the head up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Second set. Here we go. 20, 19. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Here we go. And 20, 19. How are you feeling? See if you can keep that throat relaxed. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause. Happy baby. All right. One more round of abs. Okay, we're going to take our hands underneath the head again, heels straight to the sky. You can keep the knees bent if you want. We're going to lift the hips a tiny bit. Look here for a moment. It's very subtle. Very subtle. Hips up, head down, hips down. Hips up, head down, hips down. 8 more. Three, 2, and 1. Happy baby. 8 breaths. See if you can lengthen out those breaths a little bit. 2, and gently, gently, gently come on out. When you're ready, we're going to roll off to either side. Take a moment to pause there. And let's just receive some of that work. See if you can corset yourself right now to feel what you're feeling. Beautiful. Okay, very nice. Okay, so let's go to the chair again. Let's talk about what we're going to do. And again, you got to really decide if this is best for you. The first option we have, if you have a chair like what I have where there's no handles, you're going to have to figure this out for yourself. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the blocks and the bolster roughly somewhere where our shoulders can land. And we may want to even have another block or a blanket or something like that. Or maybe you'll change the way you do this and you'll make this lower or higher. You have to play. Okay, you're going to have to figure it out. Let me show you what we're going to do. A couple of options. You're going to stand inside the chair. So my whole leg is going inside the chair. Again, you may not have a chair that's you're able to do this on. And if that's what's happening, you'll have to make your variations. This first pose is more of a back bend, okay? So we're going to slide ourselves all the way forward. You could even use the wall if you have a wall space, and you're just going to let yourself be hanging here. You want to feel very supported though, and some of you will find that your back is just not loving this at all. If you have a couch by you, that's kind of nice to be doing it that way. Otherwise, we're going to do a shoulder stand. And this is pretty much for everybody. If you've had a recent eye surgery, high blood pressure, or on your menstrual cycle, then it's not recommended you go upside down. But if you're okay with all that right now today, then this is a really great mother of all poses. The way you do this is you sit here, you put your legs up on the chair, okay? You figure out where that base is. You scoot yourself down, and then you hang upside down like this. You could grab the rungs of the chair. If you don't have a chair like with the one I'm using, you could put your legs up on a couch or a wall. You could interlace your fingers, whatever you want to do. We're going to hold this for about 12 to 15 breaths. If it's too intense for you, then obviously you're going to come out. So finding a way that settles it in for you. You could do legs to the sky. You could do like a scissor kick. Just turning our world upside down. About 5 to 8 more breaths. And if you need to come out earlier, we're just going to shimmy ourselves down, putting our hips where our shoulders were. So now our legs are in the chair. So come out when you're ready, or stay if you're happy there. Take your time. Coming out of the shoulder stand and going to hips, the hips where your bolsters are, and just take some time there, another minute or so. Okay. When you feel ready, we're going to roll off to either side and come to sit up. Come to sit up here. Okay. We're going to end today with just a little bit of a meditation, and then I'm going to have you do a nice long Shavasana. So, taking your time to sit up nice and tall, close your eyes and just feel into the way your mind is moving. So, we talked about this idea that we can step outside of the way we mainly are moving in the world, and we can pause and just sort of watch it. And I use the example in our inner circle of like a tennis match, a coach of a tennis team wanting to see, like, what did you do in last week's game, right? What did you do there? What can we improve upon? How did we show up? And then we make the improvements. This is exactly the same thing. How am I showing up? How am I feeling? What am I thinking about right now? Without judgment, without good or bad, right or wrong, what is happening with your mind chatter? And just keep focusing it to, I breathe in here, I breathe in right now. Finishing up, finishing up. Okay. All right. We are going to end our session today. And I want you to now take that sort of mind and go take your Shavasana, recline, and watch it. Watch it. Sometimes when we meditate, we focus on our breath, inhale, breath, exhale. This one, I want you to watch yourself, and maybe even after class today, journal out some of the ways that you see yourself habitually. And that's what we've been talking about. Okay. As always, thank you so much for jumping on the mat. May it be of benefit to you. Take these last few minutes to serve you in whatever way you need. Maybe doing your PT work, maybe stretching out the neck more, maybe taking a Shavasana and just watching your mind. All right, I'll see you next time. And